Hello again, everybody. This is just a bit of a channel update, although I'm probably just going to end up rambling and telling some stories and maybe giving some information. I don't really know. I keep putting off doing a channel update because I get stressed out about it or worry about doing it wrong, and I just need to pass along information. So, anyways, first things first, I have dust in my eye. No, first things first is I got a haircut, as you may have noticed. I love it. It's really adorable. This is just what it looks like when I just shower it and then leave it to dry and tuck it behind my ears, as you can't tell by those curls. I'm still playing around with it. I have a picture on Instagram of when it was nicely flat ironed and everything. I'm gonna try doing. I have some like leave-in products to do some styling, and then I'm also gonna try just like brushing it afterwards and not putting it behind my ears and stuff. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I love it. And it's a huge change in my life, even though it seems like kind of a silly thing to talk about in a channel update. I don't know. It's not that silly though. I haven't cut my hair in like over 5 years, so it was kind of a big change and also just something I've been looking forward to for a long time, but I'm super excited. And also I feel like yawning. What is it with like being on webcam and wanting to yawn? Actually, it happens a lot of the time when I just record and stuff too, I feel like. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this is gonna be casual. Um, just chatting and passing along whatever information I have. Sorry if it looks like I'm looking down. I'm trying to look up. Keep looking down. Maybe if I do this, maybe that's a little better. Anyways, I'll do what I can. I honestly don't even really know what to say. I'm trying to still do daily videos, even though that's not my focus. Because honestly, videos, like YouTube videos, I don't really get the views, and I don't know if it's the best way to spend my time. I feel like it would be better if I just did more live streams. Like try to keep some consistent videos going, but like doing a whole bunch of videos doesn't seem like it's really worth it. I feel like just having some consistent videos is good. But I feel like I want to just do a lot more live streaming. Maybe not daily, but like a lot more and longer streams as well. I also just been spending a lot more time with the community, with the Patreon community. Spending a lot of time on Mumble as well as on the vanilla server. We had a modded server with FTB Infinity on it, and then we also have been doing some testing of the Life in the Woods, the new version for 1.7.10, which should be releasing hopefully sometime very soon, in the next month or two. Which I'll talk about that in a bit more. But yeah, like doing just community nights, and we've been playing like speedrunners and like all this kind of stuff, just playing playing a bunch of Steam games, hanging out in the Mumble, and just having a good time. And I don't know, it's just really hard. Like, it's kind of like streaming, and same thing, where you feel like you have such like a positive, immediate response, like from viewers, and I don't know. YouTube is just not putting that spark in me right now. That's why I'm like, I want to do more community stuff. I want to do more like stuff at events. I want to do more live streaming and all that kind of stuff. And also, like I said, I've been working really hard on Life in the Woods to make a new version of that, because I'm really passionate about that right now, and I feel like I'm actually confident enough to pull it off. But yeah. I'm still trying to do daily videos. I've been doing a lot more like full playthroughs of games. Well, I don't know if it's finished coming out, but I have finished recording Gravity Ghost, Deep Under the Sky. I'm most of the way through the Portal 2 solo campaign, so that'll be coming up next. I think I'm probably going to do Tengami and Transistor after that. But I've got like a huge roster of games, and I'm trying to just play through like 2 or 3 at a time, and just get those all recorded and set up ahead of time so that I have a whole bunch more footage saved up, as well as obviously doing Skyblock and Torchlight 2 and I've been doing a bunch of speedrunners randomly with the Orange Wool and Co and Nvidia and Kurt and all of them. So that's been fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. I know I haven't streamed as much as I should have or have wanted to. And that's just partly because of my living situation. Just parents' schedules and noise, and also going through some problems with depression and stuff and ups and downs, and just like a lot of the changes I'm trying to make in my life and trying to make things better, you know, sometimes they get worse first. Like my medication I previously took in the morning, and I was always really, really tired and would nap pretty much every day, sometimes more than once. And I was just like really drowsy all the time. So on a suggestion from a patron, I switched my pills over to taking them at night, which so far so good, seems really to have helped. I'm a lot more awake and aware, and just like I'm not as drowsy anymore. I've only napped I think once in like the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I've tried to more than that. I've actually tried to nap and been incapable of it. So that's really good. And I feel like my sleeping is kind of starting to level out. But when I did change that, I had some really terrible vivid nightmares again for a few weeks, and my sleep was really kind of messed up, and I wasn't getting, it was just transition. Going through transition again, and having a lot of trouble with that. So, and also just, I don't know, I feel like there was some really, like, I feel like right now I'm in a really good place, and I'm really passionate. I'm really excited about life in the woods. I feel like it's super close to being ready to actually release. And whereas before I was like, well, I don't really know, there's something missing. Like, I feel like right now I'm really happy with where it's at. I feel like it's super solid, and it'll actually be like not just a renewed version, you know, it'll actually be better, and it'll live up to what people remember and the excitement they had the first time. I hope. Like, fingers crossed. That's how I feel right now. Before, like a week or two ago even, I felt like, this is, like, it crashes less, and there's some updates, and it's slightly better, but there's something missing. It's not all there yet. So, like I say, I'm really happy with the testing we've been doing with the patrons, and like some of the tweaks, some of the things I've been adding, some of the things I've been changing. I'm really excited. It's just, it's close, but it's not there yet. There's a couple more tweaks I want to do, a couple more mods I want to add, a couple changes I want to do, and some other like community stuff I want to do. And beside that, I still do need to just make like a trailer and website and stuff for that, which isn't a huge amount of work, but there is definitely work involved. It doesn't just happen. But my itch, I got an itch right here. We're getting there though. We're really close. Hopefully it will be released, like I said, in the next month or two. Definitely would like to have it for, like, so that people can play it over the summer, at least for some of the summer. I know a lot of people are out of school and everything already. I started taking vitamins and stuff. I started, like, opening my window. I cut my hair, taking vitamins. I've been using my perfumes more often. I've got all these little, like, tiny bottles of my favorite perfumes. So I've been trying to do that. Like, all these things I'm trying to do to just be better. Working on being more positive every day, trying to be more, like, capable of working, and just slowly but surely, baby steps, just trying to be like a fully functioning human being. And it's not as easy as it should be, I think. It's hard. It's hard to just want to get up every day and keep going, especially when a lot of it is like super self-directed. Like, if I was in just a job, a crappy job that I hated, at least I would have a crappy job that I hated, and I would just go and someone would tell me what to do, and I would do it, and I would hate it, you know, like, and I would basically subsist on that hate, and that just the you know, the negativity and the hate, and just, you know, just cranking it, and I don't have to think it as much. But when it's like, it's part of just being, it's kind of like being an indie developer, like being a YouTuber in a sense, especially being a smaller YouTuber that doesn't make a million bajillion dollars. Like, I don't even, I don't even check my Google. Like, I don't know if I even have made any money from YouTube in the last month or two. I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. But like, so for me, it's more about like what am I passionate about? What do I want to create? And like what's the best way to do it? And how can I actually be like capable of doing that? Like, how can I be in the best mindset? How can I continue to make a living? How can I pay my bills? How can I get to next month? How can I get to the next event? You know, all that kind of stuff. So it's like it's awesome. Like, I love it. I love all this stuff that I'm doing, and I'm super excited about it. And I'm super like, it's just like I'm not complaining about that. It's just it's very overwhelming and a lot of, especially when I'm also trying to work on myself. You know, it's like there's no guidebook on how to do it, and when you're basically just like having to like motivate yourself and like come up with these ideas all the time, you know, just to figure out how to keep moving on, and like just it's overwhelming. I feel like the more I try to explain what I'm trying to say, um the more kind of farther away I get from my point. But hopefully you kind of get what I mean in there somewhere. Is just that it's hard sometimes, especially when you don't know what you're doing, or how you should do it, or the best way to do it, or what anybody wants, or, you know, like I can't just like go to my boss and say, hey, you know, it's like, no, I need to think of what I'm going to do, and I need to find other ways to make money, and I need to find other ways to try and get other jobs, and I'm helping other people do those things too. And then I'm also trying to like run a community, which thankfully a bunch of the patrons have kind of stepped up and been doing a lot of that stuff for me. But it's like I'm like moderating a community and like curating a persona slash brand and like working on that, and then also like creating content, and then also like trying to become a human being that can function on a basic level, like, and then like just everything else. It's just like it's a lot. It's a lot, and a lot of it's just like very like deeply emotionally and mentally exhausting. And you wouldn't think it. But anyways, I'm like I said, I'm really really happy. I'm really really motivated and positive lately anyways. I feel like earlier this month I had like a really deep dark lull, and that's kind of why I didn't stream at all, or like I kind of missed a couple days for recording sessions, where like I was just like I can't record, and kind of skipped some recording sessions with people, and even skipped some days where I just was like I have a video to put up today, but I can't even muster up the energy to like make a thumbnail for it, you know. So I feel better though. I feel better now. We'll see how long it happens or works, or if the things that I'm doing are helping or what. But anyways, I feel better now. I want to show off a couple things for Patreon. I know I showed these off for the mail opening video, which I also was behind on but have now recorded. Like I'm trying to catch up on all those things, trying to catch up on my emails, trying to get ready for all the events coming up at the end of summer and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get to that in a sec. I'm going to show you guys some of the Patreon things. So this one was the postcard for April. It's always kind of confusing for me because I make the I get the postcard printed off and sent the month after it is, and then like I haven't sent this one yet still, so it's really extra confusing. But this one was by Space Garbage. Super cute! Super cute. Since I did actually, like this is the first month, I missed that month for sending it out. But to make it up to people, and like I say, like that's when I was having a really hard time, was, I guess, at the beginning of last month. That was another lull for me. Anyways, to make up for it though, I'm going to be sending some extra stuff in the package for all the people that do get the postcard, so hopefully that should make up for it. This was the postcard for last month, which is also going to be in the package. This is by Eugene from Pugly Pug. And they're also doing some other art for me as well. Speaking of other art, well, I guess I'll just show it off now. They did a sticker for me. So it just says Phedran.com, and it's got me and Sonari and the scarf and some hearts. I'll be carrying this around with me. I'll have some of these at events. So if you do see me at an event, depending on if I like know that you want it or something, or if like I know that you're a patron or something, I will give these out, but I won't give them out just to like the public. So you have to ask me for them or remind me or something, and then I'll give you one. But you can get fined if you put stickers, or if someone else puts your stickers on public or private property, and it has like your website on it. So I can't just like give these out, but if you want one and you see me or whatever, I will have these. It'll be secret swag. But that was also by Eugene. So, and then this is actually the postcard for this upcoming month. So this is for June, and this is Life in the Woods related. Basically, like, this isn't like anything specific from Life in the Woods, but it's kind of inspired by that magical exploration, nature, fantasy kind of thing. So Life in the Woods, and this is by Victoria Grace Elliott from Balderdash Comic, which is actually really cool, and it's like a magical girl comic, but like in a fantasy kind of rural area, and it's related around baking. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, you can kind of see why I was like, hey, you should do a Life in the Woods picture, because I like your style and I like your comic. But that's this month's. And then not sure which month this is going to be, but this is another one that I also got printed at the same time. This is by Jack Cook, otherwise known as Preferred Selection, and this was from when I was doing some Feed the Beast, and so they were talking about Fed the Beast. So, and I'm like, rawr, because I said rawr. But it's just a little, like, kind of exploring with my pickaxe. It's really cute. I love it. So that's another postcard that I've gotten printed. One of these days I'm going to do, like, I don't know, maybe after the first year or something, I'm going to do like a compilation thing with some of the art, and I'll probably do a video. But here's another thing I maybe should have done at the beginning, but this is a little sticker sheet from the art from Space Garbage. I know. And it's really adorable, but it was really expensive to get done. So these are only going to be going out to the people that have the higher tier, not the postcard tier. But yeah. Super cute. Got these done by Sticker Meal. I'm probably gonna make it so that you can buy stickers through Sticker Meal, but I haven't figured it out yet. And it's kind of expensive. Like, because basically it has like a base price, and then you can increase the price a little bit so that you actually make money back instead of just all the money going to Sticker Mule. But like the base price, I think the base price on like this was like $5 or $6. So even if like I made zero money off of the sticker sale, it would still be like $5 or $6. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with those, but I'll probably sell these if nothing else, just so that there's somewhere you can get them, because I think they're super cute. And if you want to buy them, I mean, like, if I can set it up so that it's easy and not a bad price, then I'm totally gonna do it. What else? Like I said, I did do the mail opening video, so that will be coming out soon. Today? I don't know when. Soon. I haven't rendered this video, obviously, or the mail opening video yet, because I just did it yesterday and I've been doing other stuff, but it is coming. And since I was missing, or since it took me a long time, it's almost the end of June, because this is for last month and I guess this month. There's a lot of stuff in it. I think it went over like half an hour, but anyways. I've also been playing a lot of 3DS, well, 3DS XL to be exact. I haven't got the capture card from Nakomi & Co yet for like my computer, so I haven't actually started doing any console capture yet, which I am looking forward to doing. The 3DS does have a capture card in it, or like a capture mod, but I don't know if I can use it or how yet, so I'm going to try to figure that out, and if that doesn't work, I do have the other hardware that I should be able to use to capture it basically with my cell phone. It would like use my cell phone like a webcam to capture HD footage of the screens and then use like an overlay to make it look good. Anyways, I've watched a tutorial on it. It should be possible. If nothing else, I'm going to use that setup for probably doing like Vita games that I can't use on my Vita TV, or maybe just like DS games, or even phone games, stuff like that. Basically, I'm trying to find other ways to do all of these other things, and they're not all set up yet. So I'm working on it. I have my hand in many fires. Is that the saying? That's not the saying. I'm trying to do a lot of things. Yeah. So same thing, like with art. I'm working with someone on possibly getting a logo made. I'm working with someone about getting my website redesigned. So that means I'd also probably be, and between those two, I'd probably also be getting new business cards and stuff. I'm going to be getting new pins for this upcoming convention season. I'll have new pins, different pins to give out at conventions. I'll probably also have the main design, like my Twitter icon and YouTube icon. I'll probably have that one still. And then just some other new designs. So look out for those if you do see me at events. What else? What else? What else? I'm working with a bunch of new artists, obviously, for new postcards. There's 2 or 3 artists, at least 2 that I can think of off the top of my head that are like nearly done their art. And they've sent me like preliminary art and like as it's like in progress. And I've also got a couple other postcards that still haven't gone out, like that I've gotten printed but haven't used as a month, like as a month of postcard art, just so that I had backups. I'm gonna start a coloring contest soon. I keep saying I'm gonna start it soon, but I'm really actually gonna start it soon, just maybe not until like next month or something. It's something, once again, that I wanted to kind of do over the summer, but then just got like, basically last month and this month were really bad for money and stressful. And a lot of like issues with money came up, and that's part of why I was really depressed and stressed out. So I'm trying to figure all those things out, and like just cutting down any costs I possibly can, and all those kind of things, which is difficult because I don't really have any costs. But I do want to do this coloring contest, so I just need to figure out what I'm going to do for the prizes and what I'm going to do like for the actual submission details and deadline and all that kind of stuff. What I might do is I might do like I might do an online and a physical separately, because then that way I don't have to like wait forever for all the physical entries to come in, but we can still do that, and that'll still be fun, because that's kind of how it started. Is I was like, I want to do like where you can just color a coloring page and then mail it into my PO box. Like that sounds like so much fun, right? But at the same time, it's kind of like a long, you have to wait for mail to come in and stuff, and then I have to open it, and then, you know, whereas like digital, I can also do like a shorter term, like, hey, by this day, and then just like, even if you just take a picture of it or something and send it in, it arrives immediately. So we'll figure that out, I guess. I've had a few questions about like Amazon wish lists and stuff. I do have an Amazon wish list, as well as a direct donation link, which is another thing that people ask me about. There's Amazon wish list, direct donation link, Steam wish list, Bandcamp wish list. There are many wish lists. I'm not saying this to be greedy. I'm saying this that they do exist, and I will just put a link to, I have a page, it's just called support, phedran.com/support, and it has all of the different, well, not all of, but it has all the different ways I could think of that you might be able to help or support the channel. Regardless, like, not all of them, I think most of them are not money related, you know, just things like liking videos, favoriting stuff, and like subscribing to the channel, or like tweeting out when I stream, you know, stuff like that. Favoriting, or not favoriting, following me on Twitch, stuff like that. So I've got a page that has all those different kinds of things. Like if you can't support me on Patreon, maybe, you know, you can follow me on Twitter, and, you know, like, then that one is more just helpful for you. I'm super active on Twitter. If you ever want, like, you would probably know most of this information if you follow me on Twitter. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of it, because I'm super active on Twitter. But putting things into like a video like this, I always get really, I gotta get better at just vlogging. Like I would like to do a kind of update like this, at least once a month, if not more often, like once a week or something, just to get stuff off of my chest and kind of like just have that open line of communication where it's like, this is what's going on, because I'm not like trying to hide this information. It's just that it's kind of hard to package and put out there, and a lot of the time it's like, well, you know, I know that I'm just struggling and that's why I haven't done this thing, you know, but then you don't know why. It's like, why are these videos missing? Why aren't you streaming as much? And it's like, I'm just really struggling with, you know, these bills and these things and these chores and some family stuff. And, you know, so there's, I would love to have a little bit better communication there. I know I have really good communication with my patrons. So if you're one of my patrons and you're not already on the Mumble or on any of the servers, I would highly recommend, or at least invite you with open arms to join the Mumble or join the vanilla server or the modded server or the Life in the Woods testing server. We also have a subreddit, and there's also a Steam group that you can join. You don't have to be a patron for the Steam group or the Reddit. You can just join those if you want. And we do a bunch of community nights, and there's almost always somebody on Mumble, and it's just a really great, positive, welcoming community, and it's great. It's just great. And I talk about all kinds of stuff that never makes it to videos or even tweets sometimes. So if you want to know all of that stuff, just come hang out in Mumble or become a patron. It's only $5. This sounds totally scummy sellout, but it is only $5 a month. It's the $5 tier, and you get access to all of the servers, like all of the Minecraft servers, the Mumble server, which is open 24 hours a day, and you can just hang out in there and set up games and play with each other and whatever else. And then like all the community nights and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's totally worth it. If you are like looking for like just one way to support me or become more like engaged in the channel or like more deeply connected in the community, that would be what I would suggest. $5 Patreon monthly, and I feel like it's a really good deal because we have a lot of fun, and it's like, I don't know, depending on where you live, that's like 1 to 5 coffees a month. So, I don't know. Now I feel like a sellout. I'm sorry. I feel like I don't talk about it enough. I feel like I don't promote my Patreon enough. Like even all those postcards, if you weren't aware, there is actually a tier on my Patreon where it's $25 a month, and along with getting access to the Mumble and all the servers and all that stuff. Oh, and like for $3, you get the digital tier, and you get a new like cell phone wallpaper, computer wallpaper, Vita wallpaper, new MP3 from a like chosen artist, as well as like just all the art from that month. So like for example, this last month, so you would get like a cell phone, Vita, computer wallpaper with all of this, and then you get a line art version. You get the full size file, so you can edit it if you want and play with that and make your own versions that are like this, as well as, you know. So with the $25 one though, you get a physical copy of the postcard, one of 100, because only 100 get printed every month, and I will actually write you a postcard message and mail that to you, along with the digital downloads, along with the Mumble and all of the servers and all the community nights, and as well as with this tier you also get thanked. You get a thank you shout out in the mail video. Anyways, I don't talk about this stuff enough. I feel like a sellout. I feel like a sellout. I hate it. It's a dirty word. I'm not a sellout. I'm just putting it out there in case you weren't aware that there are options, and I don't talk about them enough, and I don't promote them enough, but I feel like my community is pretty awesome, and especially my patrons. They're a pretty cool bunch. So, yeah, just if you didn't know, that exists. But we're coming up on 30 minutes, and I can't really think of what else I need to say. So I'm going to cut that off here, and I hope you're enjoying the videos I'm doing right now. I'm sorry if I'm not doing videos that you used to like anymore. I'm just basically trying to keep myself emotionally stable and happy and not stressed, and I'm just trying to create whatever I can that I'm passionate about. And hopefully in there somewhere I create something that makes you happy, but if not, I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you on the next video. As always, I've forgotten something. I was going to mention just some of the events I'm going to be going to. I'm not going to Minecon, so I won't be there. I am going to PAX Prime. I am going to TwitchCon. And I want to go to Full Indie Summit, but I don't think they've announced it yet. So those are the 3 events possibly that I'm looking at going to in the near future. And I will be doing meetups at least at TwitchCon and, well, at least at PAX Prime. Maybe not TwitchCon because that's only a 2-day thing and it's probably going to be really hectic. But I will be around and I'll probably tweet like whenever I'm at something. And I'm on a panel at TwitchCon actually. The first panel of the entire event. And it's with Man vs. Game and BizSnap and the developers of Crypt of the Necrodancer and not Rogue Legacy, the developers of Nuclear Throne and some other people too. Lots of people, actually. It's gonna be packed, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really good. But yeah, so I'll be at those events, possibly meetups, swag, hugs. Yeah. We'll see what's going on with Full Indie Summit. I don't think they've announced that yet still, but I do want to go since that's only in Vancouver anyways. But anyways, thank you. I'll see you next time.